Welcome back to All In. Still buzzing about the weekend. Really, really good time trial. If you haven't watched that video, go and check it out, and check out Andy Forrester Dean Runner's time trial video as well. Right then, this week it's back to the mileage. Last week was a huge down week, more than planned, but it was nice, no pressure. I freshened up, I hit the time trial hard, and I took it easy and recovered yesterday. And I think my body needed that. But this week, we're going for the big 100 miles. I banked, what, 3 or 4 90-mile weeks? And it's time to up the volume and really dig deep and graft. I want to take that next step. I want my next time trial to be special. So, I'm gonna have a big week. I'm upping it to 2 sessions a week, not 1, and a steady long run as well. It's either gonna make me or break me, but I can't wait to find out. "10 miles done. Felt great, felt comfortable, but for some reason my heart rate was really high. So I don't know if I'm coming down with something or if I'm still recovering, but normally it would never be this high for that sort of effort. So I don't know. Frustrating. Oh no, oh that stings. My heart rate was really high, which has surprised me really, because it didn't feel hard, and normally I can guess within a few beats what my heart rate is. I thought maybe my chest strap had run out of battery, but I don't think it has, but I'll change the battery anyway. All I can think is that maybe I'm coming down with something, which is really frustrating because I'm super motivated to absolutely smash this week. But perhaps I'll have to ease off and not do a session tomorrow, but we'll see. I'll see how I feel on my run later. Anyway, it's a lovely sunny day. I got 10 miles banked. Great start to the week. Feeling really positive. Just some data getting in my head. Alright, so I've just got back from 4 miles. Nice and easy, pushing Harry in the buggy. Really enjoyable, lovely evening. Quite hot though. And then I finished it off. Obviously took the buggy back home. And Harry, obviously, didn't leave him anywhere. And then did 6 times 15 seconds hill sprints with big recoveries. So I felt fresh going into each one. Haven't been doing this enough, but I find when I do them, it's so great for, that power, running coordination, but also your running economy. It all makes you a better runner in the long run. It's not a session, but it's something you can add on to an easy run now and again, and it really does bring on improvements. So I'm going to try and do some hill sprints and some strides every week. Just 2 sessions is enough, 1 of each. Tag them on to the end of an easy run, and hopefully that'll bring about big gains. I am going to do the session tomorrow, 400 meter reps. Maybe go to the track if I get up early enough, but if not, I'll do them on the road. 14.5 miles done for Monday. A really good day, great start to the week, and I'm feeling confident going forwards. Time for some paella and some TV, I think. Time to chill. Good morning. So it's Tuesday, and as you can probably guess, I'm not at the track. I've come down to the docks. I'm going to do some 400 meter road repeats. Going to start off quite comfortable, I hope. Just to make them quite cruisy. 20's how many I'm doing. 20's quite a lot. Haven't really been doing this sort of volume. Haven't been doing this sort of speed really. So I want to ease back in, get through the first half of the session without going anywhere near the well, and then push on hopefully in the second half and hurt myself a little bit. That's one thing I found in the time trial, was I was really struggling with the cadence, and I could feel the difference between my lactate threshold and that faster work. So doing some shorter repeats will really help with my coordination and also how I feel at those sorts of paces. So I'm going to do a minute recovery, just walking around, keeping loose between each one. Probably not going to get a chance to film it because my priority is getting the session done. So yeah, just letting you know what I'm doing. Going to do some drills and strides before I get going, and then 2 mile cool down, and that is job done. So when I started running, I was 28, and that same year I went to Loughborough to study. Loughborough is an incredible sports university in the UK, and there was me training for a marathon, and a load of younger boys, faster boys, been running longer than me, but was so much quicker. But I used to do the track sessions with them, and the coach, who's still the coach, but the coach at the time, George Gandy, one of his favourite ones was 20 by 65 seconds. He basically meant 20 by 400 metres, but he made it 65 seconds. So if you haven't done the 400 metres in that time, you stop, you walk back to the start. I think it was off a minute recovery, and then you got going again. So I used to be trying to get loads of miles in, so I was doing 70, 80 miles a week, turning up at these track sessions after having a morning run. Legs were already tired going into it, and I used to get absolutely schooled. But it was good fun trying to keep up with the faster boys, and I think I would never get round. I would never get the 400 metres done. And then as I got closer to my first London Marathon, some of those sessions I did finally get round and complete the 400 metres in that 65 seconds. Yeah, so it's a session I've done loads of times. I used to do it at Swansea Harriers as well when I was back in Swansea. Just a really good staple session. Different runners used to do different numbers. I used to always try and complete the full 20, but I know some of the 3K, 5K runners would stop at 12 or 16, or depending on what work they'd done or how close a race was, etc. And I ran 2:29 on my debut in London, so I think it was this speed that really helped while I was grinding out the miles and getting the marathon sessions in as well. So anyway, let's get the session started. Stop reminiscing about the good old days. I am absolutely cooked. Oh, about 6 in, I was like, how the hell am I going to get to 20 reps? Oh, but I just found a way, eased off in the middle, just tried to get through it all, but that was tough. I'll tell you what helped. Oh, I think I was 10 in, 11 in, and Kelly messaged me and it came up on my watch. Said, oh, we're going for a walk down the lake. So I decided to do my reps, working myself back towards the lake, walking the minute recoveries. Got to the lake with 15 done, and then had 5 left to see Kelly and the kids as I was lapping around. And then all I had to do was in my head say, well, you can't not get to 20. You don't want to let anyone down. And I was also thinking back to Loughborough days. I would have never stopped before 20 in Loughborough, so why would I stop before 20 now? So 20 reps done, no idea what the average is, but a very good session banked. My first 20 by 400 for a very long time, and I can't say I enjoyed it. I much prefer the tempo style work, but yeah, it's done now, and hopefully I can build on this. Cheer squad number 1. Hello geese. Don't worry, I'm not going to disturb you. Enjoy your day. And cheer squad number 2. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good cheering, Harry.
He's asleep. You're chilling.
Alice is chilling. Arthur's cycling.
Well, I'm exhausted.
Harry's nothing.
She's pushing.
I'm pushing.
And Kelly's pushing. Session done. Dreading the cool down, but just jog it off and that. So it's Wednesday morning and I'm going to call the video there. I've had some feedback saying that my videos are too long and I tend to agree. 20-30 minutes is quite a long YouTube video. So let's make this part 1 of the 100-mile week. And what I'll do is I'll try and release more content, more videos, more frequently. So you can tune in, catch up with what I'm doing without having to wait like weeks for me to edit it. It just makes it a bit more manageable and I hope that's a better way of doing things. So this is part 1. I'm about to go out on a hilly trail run, but you'll see all of that in part 2 of the week, where I'll also be trying to get some mile repeats done on a long run, plus some easy miles. I did do some strength last night. It was very much a token strength workout. Wasn't really feeling it, so I just did some bodyweight stuff. But I do think a little bit is better than nothing and will help me stay injury free, hopefully. So anyway, that is this episode done. A nice short one for you guys, so you can just watch it with breakfast or whatever and a coffee. And I'll see you for part 2. I'll see you in the next episode. I've still got the Saucony Endorphin Pro review coming. Plus, I will be keeping you up to date with all of my training, time trials, kit reviews, shoe reviews, everything. So that's the end of the episode, like I said. See you next time.